Hey everyone, this is Christopher Raphael. Happy New Year to all. Hope my audio is pretty clear. Hey everyone, so just confirm if my audio is clear. So we'll get this started. So today's session, it's going to be taken by me, and I'll be covering option selling. Like I'll be taking the positions for the next week. We have already booked profit for the last week, and I'll be showing the futures positions. So it's a 2-in-1 class for this. Like every 5 days, it's going to be like 2-in-1. Options and futures together. Okay. Yeah. So I mean, last month it's been pretty good. Both in options and in futures, we made a lot of very good profits. Okay. I know some people have like doubled or like even made 50% profit in futures and things like that. So happy to know that people are on the right track. Okay. So so I also got a lot of message that a lot of people are not able to finding it slightly difficult to do option selling. Okay, so it's slightly different than what people are expected to, but futures it's pretty simple. Okay, so those are few things. Okay, now I'll just quickly initiate the positions for the next week so that I can go with the futures thing. Okay, so the first thing that we need to know is that I've already since we are doing weekly expiries, that means we are looking to predict the movement for the entire week. Okay, so second expiry is today. It's kind of like it's done again, booked around 2%, some 2% profit. So most of you would have booked somewhere around near 2 or plus or minus like 2.1, 2.2 or 1.9 somewhere over there. Okay, now our next expiry date is 9th because we are doing weekly, and before this session itself, I have started selling few of the strikes. Like we have a 72,000 put, 74,000 put, and 76,000 put. Okay, and also few calls like 102, 104, and 106. Okay, now by selling all these things, we have collected around how much we collect? We just add. Okay, I think around 1% premium already collected. I would have written it somewhere. Yep. Yeah, around 1% premium collected. So to that I have added 2 more. This will be approximately 200. So it will be 1.4% premium collected. So what we are trying to do in option selling is we are basically trying to make a profit of 2% every single week. Okay, now I have already reached 1.4, like I've sold positions worth 1.4% profit. Now I just need to add 0.6 more. Okay, so I'll be quickly just doing that. Okay, so 104. So people who are new to execute, like already are executed, please add on these things. Okay, now one of the major difference between option selling weekly and futures trading is all these trades are considered as a single trade when it comes to option selling, and this will last for the entire week. Okay, we don't actually close the trade. We let the position expire out of the money. Okay, so because we are trying to predict a range and we are making sure that price stays within that. Okay, in futures we give you one signal. I'll take the future account. Like I'll give you like we'll be putting one signal like buy here, exit here. Okay, and stop loss somewhere. Okay, when it comes to this thing, what is that option selling? This is totally it's going to be totally different. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell 104 call. Okay, 104 call. I'll tell you the quantity. 104 right now I have 3, right? So I'll sell 2 more most probably. Yeah, that will give me 65. Okay, so for any new people who are in who don't know how to execute execute options, what I'm doing is I am predicting a view that the price will be below 104 by 9th January. Okay, for us right now the trend on Bitcoin, only on Bitcoin, is kind of like neutral. Okay, that's why you can see a lot of swings going up. Okay, so this is a 4-hour chart. You see the trend is very neutral, up and down it's going up. Okay, so most probably in the next week, I mean, could be due to New Year that there is not much of participation, but most probably in the next week we can get some big movements coming in. Okay, So you see there will be a lot of liquidity built right now. Like a lot of people would have sells here and SLs above. Also, there's a huge liquidity build right here also right now. Okay, so we just wanna make sure that the price is gonna tap one of this, then move. That will be the actual move. Okay, so we need to wait for that. Okay, so I'll explain to you a few trades that we have done in futures, but before that, let me just collect few premiums. Okay, oh shit, we just lost a little bit of premium. It'll be gone. Okay, so I'm going to sell 2 lots of which one is this? 104. Okay, so 2 lots of 104 is done. So 104 is right now 5 lots. Okay, then I'm going to sell one more lot of 76,000, but I feel like it's gonna go up most probably. So let's see. So I'm just going to take a view over there. I'm going to sell just one lot of it. Okay, I'm going to sell one lot of 76,000. So 76 is now total 5 lots. Okay, now 102 I don't want to touch. 102 is too close for me. Okay, 104 74 is 6 lots. I'm going to sell 2 lots of 74,000 also. Okay, so let me just add the premiums that I've collected. So premium collected, when I means, is the profit that we're going to get next week. I mean from this week to next week. Okay, now I already have around 700 collected earlier. These two is 700 plus 52 plus 56. It's only around 1.7 that I have collected right now. Okay, that means I need to add more premium. Okay, we'll sell one lot of 102 also. That will give me another 100. Give me a 56. How much is 102? 2 lots. Okay, never mind. Let's just sell 2 lots. Okay, that is giving me a profit of 104. Okay, so now I have 1.96% as the premium. Okay, so that's what our current positions are. Okay, I'll just quickly visualize it also for you. We are doing this on a 4-hour chart, right? So I'll mark it over here. So it's a 4-hour chart of BTC USD. Okay, we want USDT. Okay, so I'm just gonna mark 102 is over here, approximate marking. Okay, and 76,000. Okay, and next expiry date is 9. Yeah, let it be. Okay, so the expiry is at Friday 1:30. Okay, that's what the expiry time is. So basically I've casted a range and the upside is still approximately 13% up, and bottom side could be approximately 12, yeah, 15% up. Okay, so I have a range of approximately 28% total for the move from here to here. So let's see how it goes. Okay, now about option buying. See, in crypto there is no point in doing option buying. Okay, because why do we do option buying in Indian market? Primarily due to 2 reasons. One is basically margin. Okay, second one is there is lot of profitability that you can make. Okay, now basically even though we do options in Indian market, we are basically trading futures. Okay, to buy one lot of futures, you really require approximately 2 lakhs in Indian market. Nifty, if it is one lot, it's like around 2 lakhs. A lot of people won't have it. So what do? We'll go and buy an option worth maybe like a 7,000 or a 10,000 rupees. Okay, and we get a similar trade compared to futures. That's the only reason. See, if you guys are like around 5 lakh capital or something, you guys will be directly trading futures. Okay, and doing options here doesn't make sense because here there is no problem of margin. because you have enough and more leverage. Okay, when you buy, you have enough and more leverage. So you can even start with some, I don't know, let's say one lot is costing very less, most probably. Yeah, 2000 bucks if you're buying at the money. Okay, so 2000 bucks. So easily you can start one lot. Okay, now the a better thing is like it's only 1300. Okay, one lot is only 1300. So you can just directly buy. Okay. Next thing is that there is something known as spread here. See, you when you buy, you will buy it at 1695. But when you instantly exit, you will have a $5 loss over here. Okay, which is totally unwanted. Okay. So instead of doing option buying, you can directly, go to futures and just go trade over there. Okay. So when you do futures here, let's see how much one lot is. One lot, you can enter whatever lot you want. You want to buy for 1000 rupees, you can buy for 1000 rupees. That is fine. Okay. You can do that. You can increase your leverage to 100x if you want. Okay. So again, no decay is there. What else is there? No spread is there. So doing option buying in crypto doesn't make any sense. Okay. So you can directly go and trade futures. Okay. Positions for options are good. Okay. Just give me a second. Now in the Telegram, I'm putting it. Okay. Full positions. See, in options we'll have a lot of positions, so that's why you need to. Also, I'll be putting Jan 1, Jan 2. Sorry, page 1, page 2, things like that. Okay. Okay. So now what I want you to do is I want you to check if the net quantity is same. If not, I want you to adjust accordingly. Okay. So I'll just mention what I have sold. This is based on like trade history. So 104 called, I've sold these one. 104 call, I've sold 2 lots. Then what else is the 102 called? I've sold 2 lots. 74k put. I've sold how many? 2 lots. Then what is 76 KPE? I've sold 1 lot. Okay, I have put the message in the channel also, so you can just look into that also. And best way would be to check whatever is the missing one, then add that. So that means like if you see that 104 102 call is right now 4 lots, right? So if you see 2 lots, just sell 2 more lots. And in options, we are basically doing ticket size. Like we have a 50k account, so based on that only we can sell it. If you are less than 50k, you won't be able to do it. I'm just putting the question here. Hey, any futures doubt that you guys have, you can just put it on the chat. So I'll show the futures trade right after this now. Okay, so that's it, guys. So all option sellers, these are your positions for the week. Okay, so I don't know if like last week we didn't have much to do and we just simply sat and got to like profit. This week could be expecting some, I do expect some things coming. Okay, so let's see on that. Now futures is in my other account. I'll go take it. Okay, so positions have been shared in Telegram. Okay, go check it out. New position taken screenshot, please. It's there, Arvind. I put it. You are touching the mic. No, mic is rusted. It's not there. It's not in my hand. I don't think it will dump or anything like that. When we say dump, you need to be more specific. For example, like I would say this is a dump. This you see the long wick candle on a 4 hour. This is a dump. You see the volume coming in. Okay. Now these are not dumps. Okay. You see big candle coming. This is not a. These are not dumps. Okay. Again, not so much of a dump. Just price moving up and down. So right now, I don't think it's so weak. Okay. It is close to its intrinsic value. So there is a very less chance that it might even fall. Like intrinsic value is close to 86, 88. It's between here. Okay. So I don't think it's gonna fall fundamentally very fast unless it's crypto. You can't say no to anything, but it's still in a neutral trance right now. That's why we are able to short on highs and buys at the lows. Okay, so that's the but I do think it will sweep zones within this week and start moving any direction. Okay, got it. Yeah. Okay, Vidhan's not coming today, so any doubts about futures, you can put in the chat, I'll clear. There's a guy saying capital requirement is showing high. I'll tell you why. That's because there's a mode called portfolio and cross. Your account could be in cross mode. So what you can do is just click on this and change it to portfolio. Your margin will decrease. See, even though it's a 50K account, I'm only using like around 27,000. Okay, so rest money is just kept for adjustments. Okay, I'm doing both. I'm doing option selling and futures. What is the maximum capital required for option selling? Maximum, you can do anything multiple of 50K. Minimum is 50K. Let's say if I have to sell a call at a strike 200, spot price is 100 at the time of buying. Okay, in the option. From the day I bought, the price of the instrument is keep going up. It didn't cross my CE strike 200, but it came all the way to 190. In this case, will I make profit by the time the option expires? Yes, on expiry, technically you will be in profit, but before the expiry, as the market is going up, there will be a MTM loss. Like the unrealized PNL will show a loss. But on expiry or before expiry itself, on the day of expiry itself, your thing will become, the premium will become zero due to decay, and you will be in full profit. Okay, not in small profit or anything, you will be in full profit. I hope that clears you too. Okay. Yeah. Now come, let's go into the futures side. So futures, we only have like around 3 running positions. Take it, it's on my other. Okay. Which account is this? Yeah. Okay, futures, we have basically 3 running accounts. Yeah. So you guys can check. See, okay, we have few pending orders. When sometime will be against something. So Joe, the thing is how we like, I would say like higher time frame, a lot of things that you think are the trend is not what we think. So that's why the clash is happening. Okay. So we all our trades we expect to close within 1 or 2 days or within a day itself for the futures. So we only need the trend for that. Okay. So that's why the higher time frames that you think, if it's like 1 day or a week and all, it will be totally different because we are not going over that. Okay. You need to look at BTC USDT or BTC INR. You guys can directly see INR chart in CoinSwitch. That will be the best thing because we are putting price in INR. Okay. My first trade as futures. Great, man. Take it slow. Make sure your risk is always managed. Ayush Kumar. Usually if you are bullish, we put. Technically yes, but I find that we have to mismatch it. Shubhankar Bhattacharya. We have to mismatch it. So what I do is, let's say I am bullish, then I will have a combined delta on put side higher than the call side. Okay. Not that. So if not like I will only sell put, like I will be selling put and call. Like for example, actually this position is slightly bullish. Okay, even though we have calls, this entire position is slightly bullish because the call delta, put side delta is higher than call side delta right now. Okay, so just because we have calls doesn't mean that the position is bearish or anything like that. It can be the trend of the position is based on delta, not based on quantity. Are you reading that option? Strategy is there. How to adjust our options trading in case there is a rally? No problem. So in case, see, you see there is this unrealized PNL, right? See, in futures, the unrealized PNL changes according to the quantity because that's a one delta instrument. Here the delta is 0.5 or something. So we are able to find the combined net delta of the entire portion. Let's say the combined net delta of this portion is 0.5. Okay, what that means is if Bitcoin goes $1 up, we will have a $0.5 profit here. Okay, that's what a delta means. Okay, if we are on a positive delta, that means if the market is going up, our MTM is coming into profit. Now, if there's a huge rally downside, but our delta is positive, that means we will have a loss because it's falling down. So that time, all we need to do is we need to sell some call because that is a negative delta. We sell that call in order to make the positive delta close to zero. Okay, I'm getting highly technical here because that's how we can explain the delta procedures. Okay, so if we can control the delta, even if the thing falls 50% or like 10%, nothing is there. For example, I don't know who all were there on October. Like we had an option selling position going on during this dump. Okay, how much did it fall? It fell 10% within 1 4-hour candle. And if you go back and check, like I don't know who all remembers that. I think that time the underlying asset was Ethereum, not this. Okay, we still ended up in profit that week, if my memory is correct. Okay, even after a fall like this, because we just control the delta, nothing else. Okay, so so that's how we control the delta positions on options. It's purely based on delta. Any new trades for BTC? Yes, there is 2 trades that I'm looking on. Okay, I think you will get trades soon. Okay, so you see, basically the concept of the entire, so the trades that we basically take, it's not coming. It's a different streaming PC. Oh, I have to log in for this. See, we are mostly trading on 30 minutes, okay? 30 minutes and below for futures, okay? So you see, basically, we know how the movement is coming. Very simple. It's based on ATRs that we can predict if the movement is coming or not. This future strategy that we are basically doing, right? It's the most simplest ones, okay? All we are doing is we are just identifying supply and demand zones, okay? So you can see that there is a supply here. Okay, there's a supply some around on this candle. Okay, so if it taps that, like there's a lot of opportunities, just that me and Midun are missing a lot of things. Like you see there's a supply here. Okay, you can tap on that. Now one more thing, that a confluence thing that we'll be looking is for, you see ATR is going up, that means the impulsive move is there. If it is cooling down, what does that move show? It shows that the move is slightly less. So if there is a supply over there, we should go and take it. Okay, that is one thing. Again, this is one of the trade which we missed, but I have taken it personally. You see, there is a supply. There's a big supply over here. Where's my tool? There's a big supply right over here. All it did is a tap, single tap. I'm talking about this candle. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see. See, there's a single tap. Okay, single tap, directly book. So a lot of things. So these strategies of supply and demand doesn't hold so much accuracy in Indian market, but we have found that when we are doing supply and demand with cost of ATRs, okay, this is working pretty well in crypto. Okay, here the efficiency is completely high. Like if you have noticed, out of the 10 trades that we give on the Telegram channel, around 7 to 6 is hitting target. Okay, so that's a very high win rate compared to Indian market. Okay, so that is one thing. Okay, now it is, since the trend is neutral and it is on supply zones. Okay, just because we don't want to miss it, we slightly enter pre-hand. Like that's why we have an Bitcoin already shorted. Okay, on the supplies coming on. Okay, now there are different untapped supply also here. Like it's not only on the upside. As you can see that there is, other, like there's a supply here, then here there is one, and finally here also, like what is this? Second jump. Yeah, this is one more supply on this candle. So these are potentially our buy targets. Okay, I mean places to buy when we are coming. Okay, so these are the trades that we are getting on. So one of the reasons for the Bitcoin short is this one. So similarly, the supplies are working over there. Okay, now during when there's a high ATR movement coming, I tend to take not much of trades because it will be very high rally. Okay, so we one of the rules that we make is we usually take trades when the ATR is like half the value or below the midpoint. Okay, so that time if anything taps the supply and demand zones, then I look into take a trade. Okay, it's a very simple strategy that we are following and it's working pretty well right now. Okay, so identifying the supply and demand zones is the priority here. After that, it's just matter of a waiting game. Okay, taking new doubts. Okay, can you give them in future? Did we took a new position? My SL got hit for BTC. No, this is not a new position. This is running for some time. Okay, so SL is 84,009. Sorry, 80. Yeah, 8 lakhs 99. Sorry, 84 lakhs 99,887. You can check on that. Okay, targets will tell you. So we are just identifying. First booking will be somewhere close over here, 83, 85 if it touches. Okay. Then 30 minutes. Is 30 minutes and 15 minutes time frame enough for futures? Yes, 30 minutes and 15 minutes is more than enough for the futures. From where can I get the BTC and XA to trade for? It's free, man. Check the link in description. Satwiki. Yeah. I'm sorry, I couldn't pronounce your name. Okay, Satvik Jain. If I'm correct, it's there in description. You guys check it out. Strategy. Yeah, the future strategy that we are doing. What's his name? Ravi Teja. So all we are doing is we are just identifying the supply zone. Wait for the ATR to cool down. If it's on cool side, we take the entry. If it's on very high movement side, I'm not going to take an entry. For example, I'll show you. See, when you just simply scroll it down, you see there's a cyclic movement coming. Very simple as that. Okay. You see, this is the movement coming. You're not supposed to take a lot of trades on during that time. When it's cooling down, okay, you will not know the direction, but you identify which all supply zones are near on the cooling side. Take it off that. Okay. And there is this upside to it. Like it's very evident that you can see it over here. When you are on the upside, like right now we are slightly on the upside. Okay. When the ATR is on the upside, what you understand is this move is kind of like done or it does not have any power. So look for the next supply zone so that you can short it from there. Okay. That's all we are doing over here. Okay. Can you please talk more about ATR confluences? Do you just want it to be for this case, for a supply and demand, you just want it to be anywhere below the mean. So if you can draw an imaginary line like this, you just want to be below the mean. Okay, that just increases our confidence or confluences. Only two confluences here: bootcamp link or masterclass link. Telegram link, right? You can check it out. It's there. So can we go for live during one of those operations? It's not forex, Joe. So I would like to disagree that it's not more active on London and New York. It's mostly most active on early morning 2:30. All these dumps, if you see, it'll happen at night. That's why when we wake up, that's that. So I've noticed that it's kind of like active from morning 11 to I would say morning 6. It's active throughout. Okay. It's I don't find much of session things like Forex, New York or London and anything like that. When are we doing option selling with 1 or 2 lots? Eventually that trade we end up paying fees than 1 lot. Do you suggest higher lots? No, so I'll show you the fees are very it's a fees won't be high because it's a percentage. It's not like again in terms of future also. Where's my account? See transaction history. See when I'm selling 102 call, I think it's a 2 lot. I've got a $112 premium. Okay, from this 7.8 is the fee, which is approximately 7.5% of that. Okay, and this is the net. So unless you are making some big mistake, the fee will not overtake, because we always calculate the 2% based on the net cash flow. Okay, so check your trades again, Anil. Light is good for long. Okay, I'll check. LTC, right? I wouldn't think, because see, basically Bitcoin is showing so much slightly, it does not have much of juice to go up. So I really doubt if LTC is having much juice. No, I don't think so. Just wait, okay? I don't think it's good for long. I have 2 systems here. I'm checking in my personal system. It's right. Can you explain managing delta in bit detail? Okay, so yeah, sure. So you see there's a button called show Greeks that show the deltas. Okay, now this is showing delta for the single strike, but we have different quantities here, right? 72,000 is net how much quantity? It's 1 lot. Okay, so 1 into 1 is that delta, so that's +1 because it's puts being sold. Okay, then 74 has 8 quantity, that also has 1 delta, so 8 into 1 is again 8, so total 9 deltas right here. And 76,000 has 3 quantities, 5 lots, so 5 into 2, 10. So 1 from here, 8 from here, 10 from here. Okay, that is total 19. So plus 19 is the delta here. Okay, similarly when you look in the call, we have a 102, which is how much do I have? 4 lots, that is 12. So 104 is 10, that's 22. Then 106 is 1. 106, how much quantity we have? This one, 2. Okay, so the net delta here is -24. So -24 plus 19. So -3. That is more or neutral. Okay, it's close to 0. If I wanted this to be bullish, it has to be like a net +10, or if it's bearish, it has to be like above -10. So since its net is -3, it's more over a neutral territory. Okay, that is what that's how we calculate the delta. Now if the market is like hugely falling, this delta will increase. Let's say this delta became total +20. Okay, so if we sell a call, like if we sell 4 lots of this is 5, right? So 4 lots of this will give me -20. So this -20 and the +20 from here will cancel out, become 0 on this. Okay, yeah. Who is this? Yeah, so yeah, light is moving improper to bitcoins. Oh, light. Okay, I was just sorry, channel. I thought it's LTC USDT, light INR. right? I know, I'm not seeing. Let me go check in my future account. Which one is it, guys? Okay, it's only a 1,000 crore volume, man. It's an altcoin. It's too difficult to. Oh, I suggest not to trade this. Okay. You know, who was this? Dinesh. I don't like this chart, by the way. So you can see that in case here on the watch list, there's something known as volume. Okay, so you want to at least have, I would say, 10,000 crores or a 5,000 crores at least volume to trade. Otherwise, I would consider it as an altcoin. I really don't like much of alt because you see the chart movement. This itself will explain it to it. Okay. Yeah. So I'm not a fan of this kind of thing, but provided this has enough volume, yeah, could be. It's consolidating nicely. So a tap on a demand, and you can see that ATR is cooling down. I would wait for a bit more cool down because you can see that when the ATRS value is dropping close to 2.7 or 3 is when the movement is triggering. Okay, so I would think like this would go consolidation a little bit more, then start to move. That's my take on this. Okay, check flow coin. What is flow coin? Flow INR. I know this. Hey man, 448 crore volume only. I'm again not a fan of this because a lot of fundamental or technical analysis won't work on this kind of like small chota coins. Okay, so like there is, what price action do you expect here? Not forget the price action. Like it's not at all clear for me. Okay, so I tend not to venture more into these kind of things. Okay. Yeah, I missed this. Yet has asked me that, do we maintain zero delta for options? No, I don't suggest. Like, one of the biggest myth, I already told this before, is that people think that option selling is always non-directional. I tend to disagree on this. I always think it's directional. But if it's neutral, there is nothing to worry. See, you are bullish. Okay, you would have sold positions according to that means you will have a lot of calls near. Let me take Bitcoin. So see, option selling is, I usually check it on minimum of 4-hour candle. Okay, so see, even if let's say our position is bullish, okay, so let's say even we have put still 80,000. If the market doesn't go up, okay, it just stays on there and goes sideways, but our position is bullish, still we can profit. That's why I don't like to stay as neutral. I don't like to think of this as neutral. Okay, trend might be neutral, even though our trend can be neutral, but if our position is bullish or bearish, it doesn't matter. Neutral means what? It's not having much movement. In option selling, we are okay if the price doesn't move. Okay, we just don't want it to reach our limits, right? So that's all. So it doesn't matter if the price is not moving or anything like that. Now, delta neutralization is mostly happens when things go against us. So that time we make it more neutral. We aggressively make the delta neutral at that time. Okay. We did take the referral on. Okay. I think on 31st evening. Yeah, we could be. It could be one small trade. But altcoins, I have specifically messaged in the group that you guys are not supposed to risk high and don't take more than 2 or 3x leverage. Okay. Only on the main coins like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, these three, you guys can go full. Like you guys can take 2% of your account as risk or even 1%. Rest go like 0.3 or 0.5. Okay. Is Sol good for short? Yeah, we already have a short position in Sol. Roshan, if you have missed, okay, check the thing. You can just enter now itself. It's okay. You can market execute this. and the stop loss is 12,279. You can put it over there. And the thing is, these last week, there's not much of volume in the market. Like, everybody will be on vacation, so there's a lot of less traders. So that's why it's been slightly choppy and neutral. Okay, so that should change this week. So it should be there. What is the SL for Bitcoin futures? 84,999,987. Can you see? 84,999,987. Okay. So that's it, guys. So I wish you all a happy, weekend. Don't aggressively trade. Just stick to your limit. See, things can go bad any moment, but the thing is, you'll always have to, maintain your positions. If you don't have discipline, no matter if all the trades that we give are in like profit, like at least 80% is winning. Still, if you don't have discipline, you can make loss. Okay, so don't be in a haste to do anything. Don't be greedy. Stay within the limits. Okay, and I hope Mithun told you about the competition which is coming. Like, we are going to do around 5 lakhs in prize money cash reward to all the best traders in the community. So I'll be announcing that most probably next week. I'll be putting from what date to what date. Like, you guys will have 1 month. Okay, so 1 month of trading. So you guys will have ample time. So it'll be based on ROI. So it doesn't matter what capital that you guys are starting with. So what we'll be asking is, like, from this duration to another particular duration, you guys will have to give your PNL or something, or we'll pull it from the backend to API, and for us the highest ROI will be getting the price. Okay, so watch out for that. It's coming in next 1 or 2 weeks. Okay, so mid of January to mid of February will be the trade duration. Okay, so I would like all of you to practice slowly so that you guys can participate. Okay, yeah. Are you planning to invest more in gold and silver? Just asking out of curiosity. I am always investing in gold. Silver, I'm not a fan because I don't know. I feel like it's too pump and dumpy. So I'm just saying, like, silver, I don't have much. Gold, I have. Okay. So when I'm doing an SIP or every month, at least 10% of that is gold only. So keep on putting it over there. Okay. SL for Bitcoin option selling, there is no SL individually. So what we do is that when there is around 2% MTM loss on the account, we close. It's called like a hard stop loss. There is no individual stop loss for each trade. So the trade is for the entire account. The stop loss is for the entire account. Okay. No, there is nothing much. So the simplest things work for futures. Okay. So basically 2 things that we are using. One is the supply and demand. Next is for altcoins, how diverge it is based on Bitcoin index also. These are the 2 things. But I personally think that supply and demand works very well in futures. Okay, this same strategy is not performing so well in India market. I've tested it already. Okay, so maybe it's that people the participation in India market compared to this is like very high. Like, for example, if there are 100 people participating in Indian market, there's 1 person here. That's how the big Indian market is. Okay. So it could be due to that, and everybody is been, researching a lot here and there. So the strategy might have, mitigated or averaged out. But here we have an edge on this. Okay. So that's it, guys. Yeah, that's all I want to tell about today's stream. Okay. So everybody, take care. Happy weekend. This is your first weekend on the first year. So enjoy the profits. Okay. You will get all the updates. That's it, guys.